Welcome back. Please hit that subscribe button, like and share. Miami stops for Chivido 2025. Inside Davido and Chioma'S $3.7 million Fairytale wedding. By special correspondent, Miami, Florida. The palm trees swayed. The ocean glimmered. The city buzzed with the kind of electricity that only happens when royalty arrives. And in Miami this August, royalty came not from Buckingham Palace, but from Lagos, Nigeria. David Adeleke, the Afrobeats megastar the world knows as Davido, and his longtime love Chioma Rowland walked into history with a wedding that not only shut down parts of Miami but sent the internet into a frenzy for days. The event, trending as #Chivido 2025, wasn't just a wedding. It was the final chapter in a love story that had traveled from campus romance to chart-topping fame, endured public scrutiny, survived personal tragedy, and still managed to end in a celebration so dazzling it will be talked about for decades. From Lagos to Miami, a love story across continents. Their journey to the altar had been years in the making. 2017 to 2018, their relationship first went public, sparking media fascination. 2023, a quiet court wedding in Lagos, intimate and private. 2024, a grand traditional wedding in Lagos, where African royalty, politicians, and entertainers celebrated for days. 2025, the climax, a white wedding in Miami where Nigerian elegance met American glamour. After everything we've been through, this is our gift to ourselves and to everyone who has loved us, Davido reportedly told a close friend the week before the wedding. Pre-wedding fever, Miami turns Nigerian. The celebration began days before the ceremony. The couple hosted a Havana Nights-themed pre-party on Miami Beach, an evening of Caribbean drums, cigar rollers, palm frond cabanas, and cocktails served in coconuts. The guest list read like the who's who of Nigeria and beyond. Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, in a cream linen suit. Politicians like Bukola Saraki and Alex Otti, dancing barefoot in the sand. Entertainment tycoons Obi Kubana and Kubana Chief Priest pouring champagne for guests. For many Miami locals, it was their first taste of Nigerian celebration culture, and they were hooked. The arrival, luxury on wheels. On the big day, security was tighter than a presidential visit. Guests had to pass multiple checkpoints, show gold-embossed invitations, and wear RFID wristbands to enter. Davido arrived in a custom white Lamborghini Revuelto, a gift from a billionaire friend. The car's license plate simply read, Chivido. Chioma made her entrance in a vintage white Rolls-Royce Phantom, her beaded veil trailing several feet behind her as Miami's sun caught the diamonds in her tiara. But the most emotional detail? Davido's cufflinks, engraved with the smiling face of their late son, Ifeanyi. It was a quiet tribute in the middle of a loud celebration. $3.7 million of pure extravagance. The Mana Wynwood Convention Center was unrecognizable. Event designers flew in from London, Lagos, and Dubai to create an immersive fairy tale. Ceiling gardens of cascading white orchids and roses. Crystal chandeliers large enough to light a ballroom in Versailles. Floor-to-ceiling ocean views framed by gold archways. Guests were served Nigerian jollof rice in golden bowls. Maine lobster with saffron butter. Champagne towers that sparkled under the lights. The wedding cake, 7 tiers high, covered in edible 24K gold leaf, took a team of chefs 5 days to complete. The guest list, when power meets pop culture. The couple's guest list was a cultural melting pot. Aliko Dangote and Tony Elumelu discussing business over wine. Afrobeat stars Adekunle Gold, Tenny, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, D'banj, and Joeboy taking turns on stage. Hollywood's Djimon Hounsou in traditional Agbada. Gospel icon Kirk Franklin leading a soul-stirring worship moment before the vows. The blend of faith, music, and influence made the wedding feel both intimate and global. The vows, love in its purest form. The music faded. Cameras stopped clicking. And then it happened. Davido, visibly emotional, said, "I've been on countless stages, but this is the most nervous I've ever been. You are my love, my peace, my home. You've seen the real me, and you still chose me." Chioma, her voice steady but her eyes glistening, pledged her love, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, holding his hands like she'd never let go again. The crowd erupted into applause, some guests wiping away tears, others whispering prayers for their future. The gifts: diamonds, watches, and cars. In true Davido fashion, luxury was part of the love language. He presented Chioma with a $300,000 Richard Mille watch mid-reception. Her engagement ring, valued at nearly $950,000, glistened under the lights, its sparkle almost blinding. Word has it, a white Bentley Bentayga was quietly shipped to Nigeria as a post-wedding surprise for Chioma. The afterparty, behind closed doors. Once the official reception ended, the most exclusive part of the night began. Guests were chauffeured to a private waterfront mansion. A live DJ set mixed Afrobeats with Miami house music. Gourmet midnight snacks included truffle sliders and suya skewers. Phones were banned, but whispers have leaked. At 3 a.m., Davido took the MIC for a surprise performance of unreleased music, and the small crowd went wild. The legacy. By the time the sun rose over Miami, one thing was certain: Davido and Chioma hadn't just thrown a wedding. They'd made a statement. It was a celebration of Nigerian culture, of resilience after heartbreak, and of the power of love to unite worlds. From the Havana Nights pre-party to the fireworks over the Atlantic, Chivido 2025 wasn't just witnessed, it was experienced. The grand arrival. Davido, true to his larger-than-life persona, arrived in a custom white Lamborghini Revuelto, a machine as rare and bold as his music career. Chioma's entrance was pure Hollywood magic. She stepped out of a vintage white Rolls-Royce, her diamond-studded veil catching the Miami sun in a sparkle that could be seen across Biscayne Bay. But the most heart-melting moment? The detail on Davido's cufflinks, a tiny image of their late son, Ifeanyi, delicately etched in gold. It was a subtle yet powerful reminder that this day was also about family, resilience, and healing. By the end of the night, guests left with custom gold-plated gift boxes containing luxury chocolates, perfumes, and handwritten thank you notes from the couple. Social media still hasn't recovered, with fans dissecting every outfit, every flower arrangement, every diamond sparkle. Davido and Chioma's Miami wedding was more than an event. It was a statement that love can survive trials, that Nigerian culture can stand proudly on the world stage, and that when the Adeleke family celebrates, the world watches. Thank you for watching. Don't to like it and subscribe for more legit informations going on around the world. Thank you.